Hello. This is Michelle Brubaker here. Hello and welcome everyone that is watching online. I welcome you here today. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook or on our online moneymaker group, I welcome you here today. And I'm going to talk about the subject of leveling up. How to push through those obstacles and move forward to achieving your goals. That's what I'm going to talk about. So what I mean by that is your next goals. What is that next goal? So that if you're looking at taking that next step upward, going upward, stepping up into the next goal or moving forward, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, if you're happy right where you are, and that's great if you are, and you're just happy camper right in the spot that you're in, this video might not be for you today. This is more for those people that are like, have this big goal they're reaching for. So I'm going to pack it jammed full of all my stories and what I've been through just to achieve my goals. And you'll have lots of inspiration from me too. Let me just take a quick look here at all of our folks watching. I love seeing you here. There we go. Welcome. Hello. So glad to see you all here today. All right, in this video, let's get started. Let's talk here. What do I mean by leveling up? Obviously, I'm going to just check a little bit of tech here. There we go. All right. Welcome. So what do I mean by leveling up? Well, I'm talking about that going upward. You know, I have a goal. I'm reaching for that next goal. I'm trying to move forward. And I'm trying to achieve this next place. Again, so if you don't have a goal or something you're working towards, this might not be for you today. But I'm going to share with you all of the things that I've been through, share some of my journey, and hopefully just pack this full of my story and inspiration so that you will be inspired to go to your next level too. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, welcome you all. So the first thing I want to talk about is fear, because you know there's that phrase out there and everybody hears this thing. There's new levels, new devils. You know, there's new devils at the new levels. So then now I'm expecting that there's going to be obstacles. I'm expecting there's going to be problems. And so there can create a fear with that, that phraseology that you hear from people. And so maybe I don't want to take that next step because there's that fear in me that says, oh, I know there's going to be problems over there. There's going to be obstacles and I don't want them. But you know what? We can do some things to prepare for those. So if we know that something's maybe coming our way or an issue, and I'm going to talk about some of those in a moment, we can do some things to overcome those obstacles. And one of those things, of course, is being prepared. Another thing I wanted to share is imposter syndrome. And we had a whole entire video on that. It was good, super good. I encourage you to go back and watch that. It's on the YouTube channel and the group, and it's by Blake Buse, and he went through imposter syndrome, and it was so amazing, so incredible, and he's a very high-level successful person. So if that's something that you have feelings about sometimes, then maybe go back and watch that video. But you know what? I've had that same feeling too, because, you know, and I haven't shared my history a whole lot with people. A lot of people know that I'm a former instructor and trainer with the local community colleges. But before that, and how I got into it was I was a factory worker. I worked in the factory on assembly lines and worked my way up through that. And then I was doing some training for the factory, and someone from the college came in and observed my teaching and asked me to come teach that topic for them as well. And I had no college degree at that time. And so I had a big inferiority issue with that, with not having a degree. And now I'm teaching a college class on this particular manufacturing factory topic, and I loved it. It was super fun, but I could still always, there was always in the back of my mind that, hey, all these other instructors around me have master's degrees. I don't even have a bachelor's degree or anything, you know. And interestingly, my son, who he has done the same kind of thing. He works in a high-level job and he doesn't have a degree. And I know that sometimes that can be a thing that makes us feel inferior. But for me, I got over it. I got over it right early on with that factory job. So I'm like, okay, I've had years of this feeling like that, but now I don't anymore. I don't feel that, because you don't, you know, I don't yeah, I'm not going to go down the should you get a degree or not road. But anyway, I got over that earlier. But you know what? Sometimes those same kind of feelings just rear their ugly head. And someone brought this up to me, I don't know, last month one time, and I had some questions about something, and they're like, Michelle, you are not having that imposter syndrome thing, are you? I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But sometimes it does poke up there once in a little bit of while. And so if you can get over that and realize that, you know what, this is what Blake says in his video. He talks about that there's, 6 billion people on the planet. There's millions and millions of people. And of those millions of people, there's probably something that you're a few steps ahead of than somebody else. So you can still teach a topic, share, coach, and help other people because there's still millions of people that need you out there. And you can do that too. All right. So that's one. That's two. Excuse me. That's number two. That's number two. Let me just pop over and see if we have any feedback questions. Thank you. So great to see you. I appreciate. Thank you for your comments and your likes. Let's go to number 3. I have my other computer monitor over here, so I like to read the comments and from everybody. Thank you, Crystal. Great to see that you're here today. All right, next topic that I want to share with today is people are going to copy you. And that's an issue when going to that next level. People are going to be copycatting you. They're going to rip you off. They're going to steal your ideas, whatever. And you know what? It happens. The first time that somebody stole one of my book ideas, because my personal business is book publishing, and someone had stolen one of my book ideas, I could go exactly to Amazon. I could see it right there. It's the same colors, the same title, the same background. I had a gradient, which light to dark background image behind the text, and they copied it exactly. And I was furious and thought, oh my gosh, they're just, it just irritated me so much. I've had 3 or 4 times now that people have ripped me off. But I reported it. I did all these things. I tried to track down this person. I tried all these things. And I'm here to tell you that people are just going to copy you. Now, later on, they ended up falling off the list because the quality of the interior wasn't to the same as mine. And I remember saying to one of my friends, I said, that's over with. But I think that took me a week to get over that. And she said, no, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. And she's reminding me that, how much of a waste of a time it is, realizing that, what, people are going to copy me. Just get over it, right? People have come into my online classes, and shortly after I see something really super similar that's out there, that's okay. You know what? I get over it. People are going to choose who they're going to choose to follow online. I mean, good grief. All the things we talk about here, they're already talked about all over the internet. Okay? I'm not sharing anything that's brand new, just my stories and my take on things. And people are going to share that. They're going to follow who they want to follow. And I was meeting with a good friend and who was my coach last year in business. And she had said how her business tagline, she had went to an event, and at that big event, she came up with her business tagline, and somebody else that was at that same event copied her tagline. I was like, wow, like word for word. So, you know what? People are going to do that. Don't waste the time worrying about it. People are going to copy you, right? Okay, I'm going to go to the next level. That's going to happen. Just realize that, hey, I must have made it to the next level because people are copying me, right? Because they can't be creative on their own. They got to copy me. So that's actually kind of an honorable thing when you think about it. So don't get frustrated about it. I wasted valuable time worrying about it and be annoyed by it, but don't worry about it, okay? I'm going to tell you some strategies to get over these in just a moment. The other thing I want to share, when you're going to go to a new level, the wolves will come out, right? The howling wolves, right? Whatever that level is. And I have seen this over and over and over again, no matter what business I've been in, I've seen this happen. And years ago, I was in a multi-level marketing company. I'm no longer involved with multi-level marketing, but I was becoming a sales director, which was a top pinnacle in the company because only 2% of the people who were in the company became sales directors. And I worked really hard to become that sales director. And right afterwards, the wolves came out, and people around me some accused me of cheating and then spread that around with other people. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. No. And I could even show the data and the proof that says, no, I did this. I followed the rules, but still those things, the old wolves come out at you and you're like, whoa, hold on a minute. This is what the next level has for me is the wolves are coming out at me. And even later on, when I started my own marketing company and I had offices in the city, I started working with some contractors in my marketing business. And I later found out those people that I paid to work with me actually started stealing from me. They stole my clients, they stole my money. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what's this? I thought everybody loved me, right? And in fact, they turned me into the employment division. They sued me. Oh my gosh, really, right? Really? So it's like all these things, okay, take the next level and then wow, and the next level, woo, okay. But that's just showing that you made the next level. Those things are out there. In fact, even on these live videos that I do here and share information, a couple weeks ago, the trolls, right? Because you can comment live. I love reading your live comments, but the trolls were out there and they were commenting things. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what are you doing commenting on my live video, right? But then I was able to reverse my mindset and think, oh, you know what? I must be now on a next level that the wolf came out, right? And so I was able to be like, oh, okay, now I'm able to recognize that wolf and be like, okay, now I'm there. That's why that's happening. And I can be excited about that. Okay. So even if the peers around you, there's peers in this influencer space of, well, my personal business of publishing or even in internet marketing and making money online, there's people in the same space as me that will attack each other out online and in that influencer space. And you know what? I want to say, don't do that. Whatever the business that you're in, not to do that to others. And you know what? I absolutely do know people have done things without integrity. I know that. And I know there's a lot of followers around certain specific people, but I'm not going to go out there and say that because I don't want to be a wolf and I don't want to be looking like that either. So that's what happens sometimes when you reach that next level. But again, we're going to get over it in just a minute here. I want to talk to you a couple more things that happen when you get to that next level, and that is the technology part. Because technology, technology. Whoa. So technology sometimes up the wazoo, right? In fact, the first video I did here, the first one that was a live video, I cut my head off like about right here. I totally did. And because I'm in the publishing business, I had held up my book and I didn't realize that it was a reverse image. So people are like, it's backwards. We couldn't see it. But, if I'd have been like, I was frustrated. I really seriously was, because I was like, oh crap, I cannot believe seriously I did that. And I did go back and delete the video. I thought about leaving it just to show how far I've come, but I didn't. But I could have said, that's too hard. It was so embarrassing. It was humiliating, right? Cut my head off and make my screen not work correctly. But no, I kept on going because I had the mindset of, whatever that technology is, it's all figure outable. I've said that here before. Everything is figure outable. And if I have that, I'm going to make a way, find a way attitude, right? Because I've done it wrong a lot of times. Seriously. In fact, what did I do wrong? Just this last month, I messed up one of my funnels and an email did not get sent to 55 people that had come through this system and they didn't receive this specific email. And then what my mindset was, lesson learned, Michelle. Bet you won't make that mistake again, right? But if I could curl up and scream in the pillow for 5 minutes, it'd probably make me feel a little bit better. But knowing that, I'm going to go to that next level. There's going to be technology. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to have the mindset. Other people have figured this out. I can figure this out too. It's completely possible. And when I mess it up, lesson learned, and I'm going to the next level. All right. And another one here. Okay. One more. Last one. Okay. Of the negative stuff and on to the positive. uh, some people are not going to like you. And the first time I heard that was one of the colleagues that I work with, and he had said, Michelle, some people don't like me because I talk too fast, and Michelle, some people don't like you because you're too high energy. And I was like, wait, what? Some people don't like me? Oh, no, I felt bad for him. I was like, wait a minute, they don't like me because I'm too high energy. I'm just excited about this. I'm excited about making money online, helping other people do it too. I mean, I've come a long ways. I earned this. I worked my butt off to get here. I have an energy about that, but that's okay, right? I even, for a little period of time, I was like, maybe I should tone it down just a little bit. And then I mentioned it in one of my groups, and everyone said, no, Michelle, that's what we love about you. We love that you have this energy. That's why we're here, because we get inspired and we get motivated by your energy. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't need to worry about that one, right? So let it go, And all the years that I was a trainer at the local community colleges, an instructor, at the end, they would have these review sheets, and the students, they would write on the review sheets what they score you like 1 to 5. Class was great. It was awesome. Michelle's wonderful, whatever. And for many, many years, I would read through those, because it was just, that's my language there is I love to be, I love all the kudos and the recognition because I work hard and I like to hear that I did. And I would read through those. And then every once in a while, there would be somebody that didn't like it. And the stupid thing is I'd worry about it, right? And even today, when I sell, I have books online and I've got hundreds of reviews, 5-star reviews all over Amazon. And then somebody writes a negative review. I'm like, wait a minute, somebody didn't like that? What, And, and I've sold a lot of courses over the last year. And it's funny, I'm seeing that in about 100 sales of classes, that about 2 people ask for a return, and so when this happened the last time, I was like, oh, okay. Beforehand, in the last launch, beforehand, I was like, okay, we've hit 100. We actually went way over that. But when we hit 100, I'm like, okay, 2 people are going to change their mind. It just is what it is. I'm not going to be upset about that. It's just the numbers. It's just the numbers. I'm going to keep on going, right? I'm going to come on over here to our Facebook. Oh, thank you. Love seeing you all there. Thank you for the likes and the love. Appreciate those. But I want to tell you, despite all of those things, okay, not to downgrade your dreams. Don't downgrade your goals because you're going to face some of these obstacles that I just mentioned. Be like, oh, maybe I should back it down a little bit because I know there's going to be internet trolls. There's going to be people that don't like me, and the technology is going to hang me up, and I'm going to mess something up. And pretty soon I've talked myself out of the whole entire thing. When in reality, the whole thing's mindset. I was reading the other day that it's 20% strategy and 80% mindset. And I don't know if those are the right numbers, but I got to say mindset has a heck of a lot to do with it, right? And if you just move past these things, move past all of them, and have that kind of mindset that, hey, I'm going to focus on my goal. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to the next level. I'm raising up. I'm achieving that next goal. I'm going to get rid of all these false beliefs. I'm going to get rid of all these false beliefs. I'm not going to listen to that, hey, new levels, new devils, because, hey, you know what? I just told you what they were, how to, and they're going to happen. Might not happen right away, might happen next time. It might happen in a few times out as you level up. Or you take the next level, you get just one of them, and take the next level. Hey, there goes another one. Michelle told me about this. This is probably going to happen, right? So not always, but sometimes those things will happen. And I know about it now, and I'm always prepared that it's going to happen. If I focus on my goal and be like, you know what? People are up leveling. They really are. They're going to their next level. And whatever that goal is that you're doing, you pick it and you chose it for a reason because maybe you saw somebody else was doing it. So you're like, you know what? People are really doing this. Other people are doing it. I can do it too, right? I got this. I can do it. Okay. And you know what? And even if I do booger the whole thing up and mess up the email that went out to all those people, right? I can get right back up and get back up quickly. my mentor was sharing with me last week that she was talking with a billionaire person, a person that's a billionaire. I mean, I've talked to millionaire people. I don't know if I've ever talked to a billionaire person like, eyeball to eyeball or Zoom to Zoom like this, right? Not that I know of anyway. Maybe there's some out there. And that the advice was that when you get to this kind of a level, you have had to have failed a lot. I'm like, whoa, I have heard that you fail forwards, but you've had a lot of failures by the time you get to that level. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I see that, I really do. And, even when I was back working in that multi-level marketing company years ago, and I was working really hard on that sales director position, I tried 4 times before I made it. It took me 4 times. And and I was like, wow, maybe this isn't for me, right? 4 times. I'm no longer in that company or that position. I've since resigned it. But wow, 4 times. But the thing that happened after that 4th time was that the 4th time, it wasn't any harder than it was the first time. And I thought that right afterwards, I was thinking, that wasn't very hard. Why did I make it so hard? Why did I, fall down and get back up that many times? I should have just done this the first time, really. And it's funny because if you're working in an online business and you make that first $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month or your first $10,000 a month, you get to thinking, well, why did I wait to do that? Or, or when when I hit that 100K in my business, it was like, oh, okay, that wasn't any harder work than when I was making 50K or 30K. I should have done this a long time ago, right? But I picked up, and you keep going. You fail a lot, you make mistakes, but you keep going. You keep going. And even same with the people that in my live videos that were trolling me. It's like, okay, it's all right. I'm going to pick up. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to get right past that thing, get past the failure. I better take a drink of tea, right? Get past the failure. Great. And then here's a really important one too. I want to tell you to listen to the right people. Listen to the right people. And, they say that the people that you're around the most, those are the people you're most alike. And, to keep the negative words at bay, and although because, this particular year, there's a year with COVID, we're not in a lot of space of personal people, but we are online. And so those things that you read or that you hear or that you see, listen to the correct ones or the right ones that are right for you. And interestingly, I've posted online lots before. My husband and I are into motorsports, and he has built this brand new motor. I mean, and it is screaming fast. Like it has a capacity to go over 200 miles an hour and in 1/4 of a mile at the drag strip. And that's a big, huge thing. Now, it's a big thing to a lot of people, but there's people that go well over 200 miles an hour. They go 250, they go 300 miles an hour too in the same space. But a lot of people were saying to my husband when he was building this car, now mind you, he built the whole thing, and he has helped people build theirs. So he has this strong knowledge of mechanics and all of that. So he knows what he's doing. But there's people that were saying to him after they saw what he built, they're saying, that's going to be just crazy fast. Like he's going to be too squirrely and he's going to crash. And how are you going to hold on to that? And so all these voices of these people saying that. And I just say something to him. I said, why are you listening to these people? You've been building these things and worked with going this fast many times before with other people that you're crew chief and mechanic on. And so why in the world would you listen to these people who've never done hardly anything as far as racing very fast tell you that you're going to be so squirrely fast that you might crash? Why would you listen to that? And when in fact you can go that fast. And so we're still qualifying and getting our tech together on that. But it's so exciting. I want to tell you to listen to the voices of success, and people around you that have already done it. right? 20 people have already done it. So if, I was reading the other day about somebody who had said, hey, I had $20,000 in sales, $20,000 in sales in this particular period of time. But then I also saw someone else had 100,000 in sales. And I'm actually in a high level mastermind group that I of coaching and mentoring. And I see that. And I see people and I'm like, well, how come this person has one level and another has another level? And then you start comparing yourself. So I want to share that about not comparing. And I think, well, wow, I only had 20,000 sales, or I only had 100,000 in sales. And then this other person had 100,000 sales in 1 month. And then I start comparing myself, and that is just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. So not to do that, celebrate rather where we're at and think bigger and be confident in where we're at. And it's so interesting. One of my personal local mentors that I just love and adore so much, they're wonderful, wonderful people. I was sharing with them one time that I had did 6,000 in this one particular month in sales, $6,000. And it was some time ago, but it was a big thing for me at the time because I hadn't hit that mark. And he said to me, so what are your goals for next time, Michelle? And I hadn't thought about it because I was still on cloud nine over that $6,000. That was a really big thing for me. And so I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe 20,000. And he said to me, well, why 20? And I thought, I don't know why I thought that. I just kind of picked it. And he said, well, why not 60? And to me at the time, I thought, wow, that's enormous. That's so far out there that I can't really even fathom that. At that time, I could fathom it. Now I haven't made that much in a month at this point, but not yet anyway. but to go from 6 to 60, and the reason he brought that up because there were times that yes, I did do that. I 10x'd my results, and so that's why he said that to me. And it took me like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was like stewing over this, like, why am I picking a goal here? What made me choose that? I need to choose something that is attainable for me. What can I do? What is my goal? And then believe in that and be confident and realize, other people are doing these things. Why can I do it too? If I'm in the position of, I want to level up, I want to go to the next level. How can I do that and do that successfully? And I put in the post today, I put in this little sign here. This is so cute, right? It's so adorable. My little, see if I can get it on the screen. There we go. She believed she could, so she did. I love it. It's cute. This one has different colors. I got this on Amazon quite some time ago, but I just loved it. She believed she could, so she did. And the funny thing is that I have it saying it's usually on that bookshelf over there, and on the top piece of it. But I also have on my mobile device this one. Okay. As a pop socket, those little pop sockets. Yep, I threw down $14 for a customized pop socket because I surround myself with positivity. There we go. She believed she could, so she did. So my little great niece, just cute little gal. How old is she? I don't know. Anyway, she was looking at this. I think she's kindergarten, I think. And she thought the flowers were really pretty. And I said, yes. And she asked me what it said. And I said, it says she believed she could, so she did. And she said to me, Aunt Michelle, that means that you just decided to do something, so you did, right? I was like, yes, that's exactly it. That is the ticket right there. That's what I'm talking about. Is I decided to do it, so I did do it. I decided to let those things go. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Other people are doing it. I can do it too. I'm going to celebrate those things that are successes for me. Now I'm going to celebrate the little wins. I'm going to celebrate the big wins. But then when those things happen, like I mentioned earlier, the wolves are going to come out and I'm going to have tech issues and all those other things that happen. People are going to copy you, whatever, right? Hang on to whatever the lesson was. Let go of the tech issue that messed up my funnel, right? Fix it. Lesson learned, done, moving on. That's it. That's it. Now, I also want to tell you, I do a lot of, I've been done a lot of product launches in the last year with online courses and things like that. And at times it has felt like a hamster wheel. you know, I'm on this thing, and then now I'm teaching the next thing, and then I'm teaching the next thing, and then I'm teaching the next thing. And that is online. Of course, I no longer work with the local community colleges. I've since resigned that also. But and it's all online anyway nowadays. But to take that rest time, my mentor last year taught me that too, is Michelle, take a rest. Okay, not too big a rest, because I'm telling you what, I had my biggest month ever 1 month, and then the second month, the month after that, was a third of my gross income as the previous month. So don't take too much rest time. Learned that lesson too. But to take that rest time and then repeat it and go after it all over again, up level to the next thing, up level the next thing, because pretty soon you'll be looking back and be like, oh, I remember when I was at that level, and yeah, I encountered those obstacles, but I pushed through it and I did it and I made it to the next one, and then I make it to the next one. But wait a minute, Michelle, what about my fear of all the obstacles and my imposter syndrome, and people are going to copy me, and the wolves are going to come out, and the technology is going to break, and people are not going to like me? But you know what? Let all that go, because those things are going to happen anyway, right? They're going to happen anyway. Let it all go for the purpose of achieving your goal. You chose the goal for some reason, whatever it was, because you love this goal. Be in love with your goal. Have a goal so big that you're passionate about and it's meaningful to you. And because that goal is so meaningful to you, you will push through those things to get to your goal. So visualize it, okay? So let's say your goal is, maybe you have this dream house that you want, okay? You want to have this home, that you want to build a home, or whatever that is, okay? Or maybe a specific car, or a charitable foundation. You want to fully fund a charitable foundation, or start your own charitable foundation, right? Whatever that thing is, okay? So visualize that thing right now. Visualize the thing right now and be like, am I going to be upset about 2 people asking for a return out of 100 sales? No, I'm not, because I'm thinking about the dream house, the dream car, the charitable foundation, whatever my goal is. So am I going to get all worried about those 2 out of 100? No. Because all of those things, all those obstacles, it's worth it on the other side. It's so, so worth it. And whatever those things are. So focus on your goal. Get back up, really get back up quickly, right? Listen to the right voices and the right people out there. Celebrate when you have your big wins. Take a quick rest, and then repeat the whole process and up level to the next level. And that is what I wanted to share with you today. That was what was on my heart. I've been through many levels, up levels. We go up, we go down, right, in life. But I just want to encourage you to take that next step. Whatever that thing is, realize those things are going to happen, but now I'm going to go to my next level, because I have this dream and I have this hope out there of what I'm going to be able to do. And when I focus my mind on that thing, then I'm not going to be so worried about all of those other things. I'm going to take a last moment to answer any questions that are here. Please feel free to hit that like button. Or a heart, I'm still working on how to make those hearts, or the heart. Or write your comments in below. So I want to thank you so much for watching with me today and being a part of my community online. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Click the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified when new videos come available. If you're watching on my Michelle Brubaker Facebook page, please also give me a thumbs up and like, or if you're in our Online Moneymaker Facebook group as well. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, just tag them or share this video with them. And as always, I tell you to go out there, make some money, and then go do good things in the world with it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time.